Hey guys, this is Farouk, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how you can get more appointments and fill up your calendar using Instagram. Now, most of the people, I would say pretty much all of the people, use Instagram already, but we are watching cat videos and wasting our time, including me. But if you have a B2B business and your business type is where you can actually get people to talk to you on Instagram, then you can set up appointments and get leads for your business. For example, if you are, let's say, a photography business, or if you are a coach, consultant, anything along those lines, marketing agency, then you can use Instagram very, very successfully to get appointments. But on the other hand, let's say you are a roofer or a plumber, then probably there are other ways out there to get appointments and get leads rather than using Instagram, right? So that's the number one thing that you need to figure out, if this is something that your business kind of fit, with Instagram strategy or not. And let's say it does fit and you want to use Instagram, then we need to understand that there are only two ways that we can do what we're trying to do, which is an outreach campaign, right? So number one is, on Instagram, you can follow people or you can DM people that are following a certain hashtag, right? So for example, if you are going after salespeople and those salespeople probably use hashtags, let's say hashtag sales or hashtag Grant Cardone or hashtag Salesforce, for example, then that's one way of doing it, right? You DM people who use those certain hashtags, right? So that will give you a very good, idea and very good prospect list, right? And the other way, which I like personally, is to find similar business like yours and find their followers and DM them with your offer. So what I mean by that is, for example, if I'm a marketing agency, I would find businesses that are very, very similar, that are selling very, very similar products and offers, and I will actually extract the list of those people and then find people that are following them and then DM them and use different tools that I'm going to show you in the video and use those people and then send them DM, right? So those are the only two ways. Now, the tools that we're going to be using in this video are very simple. Obviously, you need your Instagram app. We're going to be using two more tools. The first one is called Growman IG Email Extractor, and then the second one is called IG DM Bot. The first one, basically, by the way, they're just Google Chrome extensions that you can download. The first one is actually free. The second one is about like $10 to $12 a month. So they are extremely cheap, right? So the first one is basically the scraper tool, where you can use that tool to scrape certain followers or certain people that are following certain accounts. And then we can get all their information. So you can get their cell phone, their emails, their links, external links, their bio, everything, right? So you can use that and get thousands of people, thousands of prospects within a few minutes, right? And then the second tool, which is the IG DM bot, that tool we're going to use to actually create a bot and send out messages to all these people over a certain period of time. And then as they respond back to us, we will actually engage in the communication, and we'll book them into our call or whatever you're selling. And you can do it yourself, or you can have your VA to engage in the conversation and book calls through that, right? Let me actually jump into my computer right now and kind of show you how we exactly would set it up so that you can do the same and start getting appointments from tomorrow. So see you inside. Okay guys, so let me kind of show you how we actually do this whole process, right? So the first thing is, what we need to do is we're going to go on Google. We're going to go and find that two tools. We need to download them and get them ready, right, to use. So the first one is obviously the Growman IG Email Extractor. We're going to click on that one. As I said, it's a free Chrome extension. Literally, we'll click this button. Since I already have this here already, I would not click here, but you would basically, it will say add to Chrome or something, add the extension or something. And you click on it, it's going to show up here. Now, when you click here, this is how it looks. It will automatically open your Instagram. So you actually have to log into your Instagram, and it automatically detects, right? So you don't have to like connect it or anything like that. You just have to log into your Instagram so it knows, right? Now here, you can extract followers. And as I said, this tool is basically a scraping tool, right? So you can extract the followers if you want to. You can extract the followings, any particular Instagram username, whoever they're following, you can actually get the list of those people as well. You can use by hashtag as well. You can even do it by location. But for our purposes, we're just going to use extract followers. And let's actually go and do an example. So I'm going to go into my Instagram here. Let me just try to find somebody who does something similar to me. So this guy has 1,000 followers, Henry. So I'm going to get his username, click on the extension again here, make sure it's on followers, click on this button here and then paste here. Usually the extract limit, you don't have to, mess with it. It is what it is. And then wait interval is 5 seconds. That's okay. You click on it and it's going to start basically scraping all the data. Right now it might take a few minutes, and here if you can see, it can extract 5 at a time, or you can put it into all, and then it will basically show everything on one page, right? So that's what I like to do. And then it's going to take some time, right? So we're going to let it load, but basically as it loads, let me just tell you one thing. So typically speaking, if you see any emails or any phone numbers, those email and phone numbers are typically speaking very, very accurate, because when people create an Instagram account, they typically use their real emails. So you can actually get these emails and you can, do a cold email campaign, right? Number one. Number two, you can get these people's phone numbers. So for example, phone numbers are very, very accurate. So you can actually do a text message campaign, or you can do a cold calling campaign as well, right? So while it loads, anything else here? Another thing is, as you can see, that it's getting all the data points. So this is an amazing tool. It's a free tool. And let's say you're trying to extract somebody, have 10,000 followers. It's going to take you hours and hours to do that. But with this tool, you can do it in minutes, right? Let's say that's all we need. We're going to stop this, and then we're going to copy this here. And then we're going to open a Google Sheet, and then I'm going to paste the whole database here. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to filter certain things out. Now, we have a few options here. We can either filter people by, the number of followers. And let's say we want to only follow people. We will only want to do an outreach campaign for people that have more than 500 to 1,000 or 10,000, depending on the situation, to get to our prospects. Or we can do people who have business accounts only, or people who have external links, or people who have biography, right? So we can actually filter people out, right? So it's, for example, here, URL, condition is not empty, right? And then you press OK. So these are the people that are not empty. So you're gonna basically go and create a bunch of databases and filter out, shrink the data, and get the people that you think are your best followers, the people that you are gonna have the best chances to get a response. Now, we're gonna take all these usernames and we're gonna put it into our other tool so that we can actually send out the messages, right, periodically. So, but the only thing that we need to do here before we go to the next step is actually add a new column here. And we would, let's say, we just name it comma, because we need to put all these usernames separate by commas into the new other software, which is the IGDM bot. And there's one way, obviously manually you can do it one-on-one. But again, if there are like thousands and thousands of usernames, it's going to take you a long time. So one easy way, one little trick is that you can put equals to conc. Click on this button, and then you're going to select the username here, then comma, and then bracket, comma again. I don't know what that's called, but you guys can just copy that, right? Okay, now see, it's it put a comma next to it, and then we can literally drag the whole thing down. And then all of them have commas here, right? And then literally what we need to do is we need to take this, copy it, and then put it into the new, into the other IGDM bot, right? So here, really quickly, let me just kind of show you guys how this thing works. So there are two tabs that you guys need to worry about. The first one is the actual tab that where we'll create the bot, and then, give them the instructions and stuff. The other stuff, which is the messages, right? Here we're gonna set up all our messages and all our variations of different messages. So it can, when the messages do go out, it will actually randomize and change the messages. So we can test out which messages will actually get the best response, right? So let me go back here and create a new bot, and let me name it test. So here, if you can see, there are two ways of using this tool. So one is DM by monitor, which basically means that either when somebody follows you or somebody likes your stuff, you are gonna send them a message based out of the message template that you set up here in the other tab. Or what we want to do is do bulk, right? So you click on bulk, and we're going to click on custom users, and this is where we're going to put all our usernames separated by commas, and then basically we're going to pick the bulk DM list here. And the reason for that is that this is where all our bulk campaign messages are, right? And obviously you have to go back and create those under this folder in this option right here, but that's what you have to do here. Basically number 3 is saying that delay between DMs, so 4 to 12 minutes right now, so we want to do it 5 to 10 minutes. And the reason for that is that we obviously don't want to send a bunch of messages at the same time. We want to spread the messages out so that the algorithm can actually deliver those messages and we don't get flagged, right? And then here for A and B, basically what we're doing is we are sending the messages in groups. So it will always send all the message to everybody who's here. It could be 50 people or it could be 1,000 people, right? It will send the message to everyone, but it will block the people, right? So right now we are at 10, so we want to be at 10. So after we're going to block people by 10 messages. So basically right now it's sending 10 messages as a block, right? So 10 is okay, and then there's going to be a 5 to 10 minute delay between each message, and then it will wait for 10 to 20 minutes between each block of time, right? So here we can do again 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to save it. Okay, agree. So now all you gotta do is just turn it on. Now once you turn it on, it's gonna automatically start sending the messages, right? And the key here is to test things out, see which message actually gets you the most responses. Also see which followers or which accounts, which hashtag will get you the most people to respond to. So it's like an experiment. You have to start, and then you have to periodically test and see what kind of messages will get you the right results, right? So if you do that and include this into your arsenal of lead generation, I promise you're gonna get anywhere between 30 to 50 appointments just using your one Instagram. Now, if you want to be fancy and you want to get a lot more appointments, you can actually buy aged accounts, and you can actually do this times 4, times 10, and get hundreds of appointments for your service, right? So I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment or DM us. And good luck, and we'll see you on the next video. And don't forget to subscribe, right? And share the video so that other people can also watch and can use this information. Thank you and have a good one.